Africa, Coach Desiree Ellis. Welcome to Jamaica. Coach, firstly, your remarks, thoughts about the encounter this evening?
I thought with the group that we brought, it was going to be a challenge, but we needed to test players. We are preparing for our AFCON, and we want to test as many players as we can. We also picked up, a couple of injuries just before we left, and very late to be able to replace. I thought in the first half we didn't have an outlet up front, but I thought we coped well until the set piece, And then in the second half, I think it was just maybe tired legs. We knew that would be a challenge with the jet lag and the long travel, because it takes a while to settle in. But when you're playing against a quality player like Shaw, you got to be on top of your game. And I think she was very smart in the way she moved from the one centre back to the other one. And we didn't react early enough because she struggled to get past Bongeka, but probably thought it would be easier to go, around the other side. But I thought, other than that, I thought we created a few chances as well. And maybe if we had taken one or two chances that we had, we were closer to the game. But at this level, when you make a mistake in your own half, you get punished, and that's what happened.
All right, questions from the media, please raise your hand, indicate, and identify yourself. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. All right, go ahead. Jordan.
We see that Jordan from Northeast, thank you. We see that South Africa had some joy in the midfield, especially in the second half. You guys seem to keep the ball more and look a little bit further from the midfield build-up. Can you expound on that, how you thought about the second half compared to the first half?
Look, we said to keep the ball more because we didn't have an outlet. We were playing a play up front out of position because just before we left, we had a couple of players withdraw, which was our frontline players. But we had to try a few things as well. But our strength is to keep the ball. I think at times just we didn't keep possession as much as we can, and we didn't protect the ball enough when we did have it in the final third. And a few decisions that we made, if we had made better decisions, we probably, would have been in on goal and had one or two more shots. But that is our strength, to keep the ball. But we knew it's going to be a physical game, and when you look at our stature, we knew that, that is one of the tests that we need to pass, playing up against a physical side. And I think where that is concerned, I think we passed that test. But when you concede when you concede the ball in your own half, it's normally when you get punished, And in the area, the middle of the park, because you hit us direct once or twice, and then it was in the back of the net. We cannot give a player like Shaw those opportunities to run in on goal and have a free shot.
As you mentioned, Shaw, how do you think the team faced up against the matchup? Although she got 2 goals, what would you say to your defenders? What type of match did they have?
I thought they coped very well with her. I think first off, they coped very well with her, and in moments in the game, I thought they coped really well with her as well. But being a top player that she is, obviously she was smart enough to try and maneuver herself in between the two centre-backs and got in behind. And I think when she gets in behind, we've seen her score goals like that for Man City, this past season as well. So you've got to be on top of your game for full 90 minutes. But I thought in the first half, especially, we dealt really well with her. And that's a challenge for our players as well, with the physicality. And that is one of the tests that I think we passed.
Next match is on Monday. What do you take from this match? You can carry what positivity you can take?
I think first of all to retain possession more. Our movement also needs to be better, especially in the final third, and we need to be very concentrated at the back. I think at times we did not move enough when we had the ball, and our strength is not to play long. Our strength is to keep the ball and run behind and play the balls through, and hopefully we can work on some of those things. There's very little time in between. We also got to look at the players' fatigue that sets in and see how we're going to manage that, and which personnel we're going to give an opportunity to in the next game, because we're here to test players and to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to play, so that when we go back we have a bigger core group of players. Because I think if you look at our last game against England, we had made 7 changes, 7 changes, bringing 7 other players in place of the players that were not available, either due to injury, due to exams, or playing in a competition at their club, which wouldn't have allowed them to be here because of the short time frame.
Any other questions from members of the media? Coach, thank you very much. See you Monday.
Thank you.